bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. And off to Jones. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Dropping back, it's Howard. Using the quick game. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for the big play. And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Looking for a man. It's Howard. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Makes a move. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. At the 35, he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Ole Miss 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground, he's got it again. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to punch it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
On the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter. David, I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Got a man. It's Jones. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air, it's Howard. Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Gain of 20. That's a first down for the offense.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quarterback gets enough. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Going up top on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2 His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense set for a first down play. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers. And understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Trying to find his man on first down. Going for it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Got his man. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on third down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
On the ground, it's Frazier. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going. He beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Afterburner's coming. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down for the offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. Looking to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Peace. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Howard. He's going to let it go. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Very rarely. Play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on...
Touchdown, Rebels! What a grab and go for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Grayson. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll try the right side. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Quick handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Takes the handoff, it's Frazier. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage, they create separation, they wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Pickup of 13. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Yeah, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires to the right. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Rebels want to move quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Power football with the run. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Plows through the defense. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had.
Oh, he dropped it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Howard. Right down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the catch past the sticks. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Peace. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They're trying to extend this already long drive. The ninth play is a 3rd and 3. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard. It's good.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead and... away field position by kicking it out of bounds. First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk. Keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Howard. Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the 4th. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
The Rebels are on the move. They want that clock to run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On the move, it's Evans. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Rashada. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Working the middle, it's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fires to the big fella. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
To the air, it's Rashada. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Georgia! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's got him this time. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The give to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, the give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time. 2nd and 6. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got a man. It's Peace. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down, and getting a fresh set of downs.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Into the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Leaves it with the back. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Finds the tight end. At the 15, he's loose. Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.